quick update before I bring on all the evidence. We follow the updates later in the night because I have to attend to some things. So I just need to, be quick with this. So welcome to another day for Inside Nigeria to talk about things that happen for inside our country. So just to give on a quick update, remember waiting I tell on what happened for inside the Ebonyi State yesterday, right? Where them behead people, carry their head, they go. Well, something similar don't happen for inside Zamfara State again. It is really very pathetic. And it made it gladden my heart to talk about these stories because now human beings, real human beings' life, now they affected by these disasters, these atrocities where basically happen across Nigeria. Now human beings now they affected. And to think that now man seeing humanity to man, saying now human being, now then they do these things to their fellow human being. It is very, very, very painful. And I want to make they call, they bring these things to limelight so that they know that they are aware of them, and then they hold government accountable, and also to call government attention so that they go do something about them. So bandits or terrorists, what would they call bandits? Because this time they named them terrorists that we nickname bandits. Born 4 residents for inside Zamfara State. Guess what? They burned them alive for refusing to pay levies. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That terrorists where we they nickname bandits, or where our government they nickname bandits. These terrorists burned 4 of the residents of Zamfara State alive. That is 4 human beings, burned them alive. And waiting be their offense, say they no pay the levies, where them, the terrorists, then give them to pay. That's the reason why they burnt them alive. And this now something will be happen for Zamfara State, live and direct. And it is very sad to talk about this. It doesn't gladden my heart at all. It doesn't make me happy to talk about it. So at least 4. So that means it may even be more than 4. So at least 4 residents were killed yesterday, Thursday evening, when armed bandits, terrorists, attacked Gwaragwaba village in Nahusit district for inside Bungudu local government area of Zamfara State. Now, according to the reports, the attackers, who were said to be heavily armed, stormed the community at about 6 p.m. in the evening. They stormed the community for 6 p.m. in the evening and set several houses on fire. That is, set the houses on fire while human beings and still day for inside the houses. Now, 4 residents were said to have been caught in their houses and lost their lives in the fire because they were burnt alive. In addition, the attackers destroyed food supplies, killed and burned villagers and their livestock. So villagers' livestock, and then in fact, it's very, very annoying. It's very annoying to hear some of these things happening. Well, this now the plights of Zamfara State people and waiting them suffer for the hands of terrorists on Thursday. But let's move on to other issues very quickly. As it gets to do with the Ebonyi State Governor Francis Nwifuru don't order sweeping sanctions against the leadership and government appointees of Amasiri community in Afikpo local government area following the gruesome killing of 4 residents of Okporoju village for inside Osoide community, Osoide community for Edda local government area. Yesterday, I did tell you that for inside that community for inside Ebonyi State, say people just come, people will carry gun, just come, begin shoot anyhow, they kill anyhow, carry their hand, cut people head, about 4 people head, carry their heads in the waka they go. In fact, they don't know the number of people they even kill. They say unspecified amounts. That was the first report. And this now waiting. So the governor now don't come the vex. So I get people who are even put in charge of villages and to they give me account and they couldn't do anything. So because of that, they don't say, oh yeah, make all of her. We sack all of her. That now waiting they do. Now wow. Okay. So as it concern, I think they condemn the violence where it basically happened. In describe the incident as a tragic escalation of protracted. In fact, it's very sad. But let's move on to other issues. Police arrest human traffickers in Ondo State, rescue 14 victims. And in case you're wondering about that, so police command in Ondo State says it has arrested suspected human traffickers and rescued 14 victims in the state. DSP Abayomi Jimo, the command spokesperson, disclosed this in a statement. Jimo said the operation was part of a sustained effort to curb human trafficking and other fraud-related crimes. So say they don't catch people, then when they carry their fellow human being, they walk out for inside Ondo State and they don't arrest them. So police also detained 52 suspects, recovered firearms and ammunition in Enugu State. That one, another good news. The police for inside Enugu State don't detain 52 suspects and recover arms, ammunition, and rescue 3 kidnapped victims between January 23 24 and January 30 for inside Enugu State. That and the report of police they give us. As it gets to do with Osun State again, so the police command for inside Osun State don't confirm the arrest of 4 persons in connection with the death of mosque worshippers. Hamid Najim for inside Ushugbo, person wouldn't kill for inside mosque like that. They don't arrest people because of them. So you see the way things just they happen for inside Nigeria. Meanwhile, so they talk all this on with expect say, oh, everything for day well for inside, and our military they try you, then they gallant, then they try your but the military self they face their own because Boko Haram terrorists don't attack a military base for inside Borno, killed several soldiers and escaped with ammunition. So this one, a very sad incident. People, they talk, say, oh, wow, why our gallant soldiers could get to go through this. Several Nigerian soldiers reported killed as Boko Haram attacks army base in Borno, destroy gun trucks. This is a very sad incident. So yet to be confirmed number of soldiers, we know if we confirm the number of soldiers yet, right? Yet to be confirmed number of soldiers have been killed by militants, to not be militants from the Islamic State of West Africa. Now, Boko Haram, whoa, terrorists. Now then kill them. Formerly known as whatever their name is, that's ISWAP and all that, in an attack on a military base in Gari, Dambao local government area of Borno State. In fact, military source said the attack occurred on Thursday when the insurgents launched an assault on the military formation, firing sporadically and causing numerous casualties, including soldiers and members of civilian JTF were dead. So they kill both soldiers and members of civilian JTF. Right now, they no fit give account of the number of soldiers we don't die because of this attack we be say just happened. Meanwhile, Inspector General don't probe the alleged attempted murder at FMC Abeokuta as Nurses Forum demands justice. So the Elegant Nurse Forum has revealed that the Inspector General of the Police, IGP, has ordered a formal investigation into the alleged assault and attempted murder involving the Chief Nursing Officer, CNO, of the Federal Medical Center, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Now, this step, confirmed following media reports, is being hailed as a rare show of responsibility from the IGP since assuming office. And the only better thing we don't do since he assumed office. I'm not going to talk like that about the IGP. So he said this is the first source some of us have witnessed such action from IGP, a statement signed by the nurse Thomas Abiodun Olamide. And then talk and so then talk say in hope say the IGP no go just other investigation, but you will make sure say you do due diligence and bring the people who want to do this thing to book. Now, as we talk like this, Kano, 3 people the night they don't arrest like that for using 75 million naira to buy Mercedes Benz, and the 75 million naira na fake alert now they give them to buy Mercedes Benz. So the police command in Kano State has arrested 3 suspects: Ibrahim Tijani, Jamilu Awal, and Mohammed Nuru Dauda for allegedly buying Mercedes-Benz GLE motor vehicle with fake payment alerts. So they make the owner of the place get a fake payment alert. Now waiting they use by. So police don't sweep in on them and they don't catch them. Well, we like all this good news we hear from Nigeria. Inspector, I don't tell you say don't order probe for waiting happen for FMC. Now, for inside Imo State, another wahala they happen for Imo State because we hear say Imo community they under reign of terror right now as Vigilante's boss Nwa Benta allegedly kills 2, runs private detention facility. Say na private detention facility in the run. Now this story go long small, but I'm not gonna just give me a break, make up for read them. So we had a resident of Egudu for inside Egudu autonomous community for inside Ata Njaba local government area of Imo State are living under a reign of terror allegedly unleashed by a self-acclaimed vigilante leader, Chiwike Duru, popularly known as Nwa Benta. That's what he said. Now, he is accused of operating an illegal detention center, extorting market women, and killing at least 2 young men in recent months. Abutin don't kill. Now, it was gathered that Duru and members of his armed gang allegedly run a private detention facility at his residence, complete with what victims and residents describe as human cages, where people are locked up for weeks or months over a wide range of accusations rather. Community members explained that one Benta currently operates what amounts to a criminal enterprise under the guise of community security, with allegations ranging from murder, torture, and illegal detention to extortion and unlawful possessions of firearms. And I do hope that the governor of Imo State, Oga Hope Uzodinma, don't hear this when they happen right under his nose, make if he take action. And people they talk, say, hope say this not be some of the people then we go talk, say, oh, now government empower us. Now make what they do is what they do. Please, we don't want to hear things like this. Now human lives we they talk about like this. Now controversy trails killing of vigilante leader in Delta State as residents accuse police DPO of connivance. Say, DPO be like say you aren't day for waiting kill this man, you aren't day inside. So controversy is said to be currently trailing the alleged killing of the team leader of the security vigilante SOS by policemen of the Delta State Police Command at Sapele headquarters of Sapele local government area of Delta State. So the leader of this SOS security team, identified as Liberty Kunu, Sahara reporters reliably gathered, was allegedly killed on Thursday following the order of the division police officer, DPO John Boo Obuluwo, in charge of Sapele. So now they talk, say, Oga John Boo, how can you give an order for the killing of someone? That's one of the stories there. But let's move on to other issues because we got a lot of juicy stuff of politics to also talk about. But for other stories, we hear say another army general commanding officer arrested by military over alleged coup plot against Tinubu. They don't arrest another person as it gets to do with the coup plot. So they talk say no happen against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then I talk to you like this now. A petrol-laden tanker has overturned in Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe Western Bypass for inside Mina, Niger State today, Saturday, spilling fuel across the road. Now, it was learned that the incident occurred near Mandela Junction beside National Examinations Council office, a location close to the Niger State House of Assembly and the State Secretariat. It was gathered that the tanker, which was carrying premium motor spirit, aka fuel PMS, was departing the NNPC mega station when it caught fire, after which the driver drove it out of the filling station. But unfortunately, the fire service said they not fit continue because they did not get water again. So they tried to put out the water at the fire, they no fit continue to put out the fire, so they get to leave the fire to continue to burn because of say they not get water to put out the fire. So this just tells you what happens in Nigeria, our dear country. So incidents like this go happen, fire incidents, and then fire service go talk, say, oh, because of lack of water, so unfortunately there's nothing we can do. Whatever happens to emergencies in our country like this. So if a human being the person can as well burn to death because there is no way to save the person because there is no water available. Now wow. And the states get governor and they work and there is allocation every month. Yay! Now, wow, if I won't talk the things within my mind, it no go too good, so make I just respect myself. Meanwhile, as it get to do with Anambra State, we hear say human rights lawyer barrister Ike Chukwu Obasi, he don't file a suit at the Federal High Court for inside Abuja against the governor of Anambra State, Oga Chukwuma Charles Soludo. The Attorney General of Anambra State also follow for the suit. The Commissioner of Police Anambra State and the Inspector General, all of them, 92, joined together, sue all of them for Anambra State. Now, the suit is over the closure of the Onitsha Main Market and other markets in the state over traders' continued observance of Monday sit at home. So you no get the right to tell traders, say, may them lock their door, made them you go lock the market because of say they no come market a certain day. It is their personal business. It is not your duty to lock to tell them say, oh, because you don't come to market, we'll lock it. That now waiting the lawyer they do. Now, in the suit filed under the Fundamental Rights Enforcement Procedure Rules 2009, Obasi argued that the closure of the market violated the traders' fundamental rights, including personal liberty, freedom from forced labor, human dignity, freedom of movement, freedom of peaceful assembly and association, rights to privacy, economic development, and freedom of expression as guaranteed under the 1999 Constitution as amended. Say all of these rights, Soludo don't fail all of them. He don't fall in love them. So because of that, they are suing, So he's suing them. And then Obasi, who is representing the traders of Onitsha in a public interest litigation, said he became aware of the dispute after coming across a viral video where Governor Soludo directed that markets on Onitsha or in Onitsha and across the state must open on Monday to Saturday, with the warning that traders who fail to comply would leave the state. He said, why? You get the right as a governor to tell people like that now waiting the lawyer they talk. Now, he said markets are Monday, are open Monday to Saturday. If you're not prepared to open your shops Monday to Saturday, then leave Anambra State, go elsewhere, period. Now, so Oga Soludo been talk. Now, Oga Obasi don't talk, say, that one no good at all. So this market will be shut down for the remainder of the week. Remember, saying I was in talk. And if it opens on Monday, and if people refuse to come to work on Monday or open the market on Monday, I will shut it down for 1 month. So in the suit filed on January 28th, maybe the day before yesterday, January 28, 2026, Obasi contended that the governor's directive forced the will of the government on traders. That is the government enforcing personal will on the people where they sell markets, and that is really bad. That's what Ogobas is saying. So that the government does not have the right to force its own will to open markets, run markets Monday to Saturday on the people of the state. And the traders, so if you say they need to trade for free, not be you give them money to start business. Now them start the business. So Obasi say, now lie, go work. Say that one, now against their fundamental human rights. Yeah. So he said, business according to a government. So he's saying that the government that compelling them to operate their business according to a government timetable rather than their own personal choice is wrong. It is not in accordance to the law. So the lawyer stated in the suit from January 27, 2026, police operatives acting under the instructions of the state government enforced the shutdown, leading to civil unrest, unlawful arrests, tear gassing, and economic hardship to the traders. And say this one, it is bad. So in his affidavits in support of the organization, in support of the originating motion, Obasi described the enforcement action as a gross violation of the traders' fundamental human rights. He emphasized that the voluntary sit at home was a form of lawful protest protected under Section 39 of the Nigerian Constitution and Article 9 of the African Charter. So they haven't broken any law. So why are you attacking them like they have broken a law? No, he further argued that the government's action constituted forced labor, breached human dignity, and unlawfully restricted traders' freedom of movement, their association and economic activity, their personal economic activity. So that it is very, very bad. That's what they're saying. So in the suit, Obasi sought a declaration that the threats to shut down Onitsha markets and traders' shops as a sanction of observing a lawful sit at home on January 26, 2026 by the governor of Anambra State as to a violation of fundamental rights to personal liberty, peaceful assembly and association, freedom of movement, and economic, social, and cultural development. A declaration that the actual shutdown of the Onitsha market and other shops from January 27, 2026 by the governor and the Attorney General violates the same fundamental rights. So the thing one that they tell traders say, may they no do. Now the thing one I don't do. So you're telling them that shutting down economic activities, they're doing that. But you have done worse. Theirs is just once in a week. But you do your own for 7 days a week. So you've done worse than you're accusing them for. So who punishes you, the government, for what you have done? That's where he's coming from. So, so a declaration that any continuous shutdown of the Onitsha markets as a sanction for observing the lawful sit at home to a violation of traders' fundamental rights. A declaration that observing a lawful sit at home is an exercise of the traders' fundamental rights to peaceful protest and lawful expression. And a declaration that clamping down on voluntary and lawful sit at home activities violates the traders' rights to privacy, peaceful protest, and lawful expression. So Oga, gets the right to do all this. That's not written at the lawyer they talk. So Obasi also asked the courts to issue an order. The threats to shut down Onitsha market in Anambra and the shops of all traders as sanction for observing the lawful sit-at-home by the first respondent, which is Soludo, to flagrant violation of fundamental human rights to person liberty, peaceful association, and all of that. Now, within a talk. So, in fact, in the order, it don't push him. It also it go follow the matter to the end. Obasi also demanded 2 billion naira in damage against the governor who engaged the police to enforce the unlawful sit-at-home. Sorry, the unlawful act of violating the traders' fundamental rights. So, say on I go pay so amount of money. So he further demanded 50 million naira in damages against the commissioner of police in the states, the IGP, and their officers for engaging in an unlawful act of violating traders' fundamental human rights. He demanded a lot of things. Okay. In his written address supporting the originating motion, Obasi cited case law emphasizing that general damage may be awarded for violation of fundamental rights, particularly where actions by authorities result in economic or psychological harm to affected individuals. So now what's going to happen for Anambra State with this? Meanwhile, Soludo don't reach agreement with the traders. The traders don't agree and say, okay, sorry. We'll go open market Monday to Saturday. We'll not go sit at home again on Monday. But meanwhile, somebody don't file a case for court to Abuja on top of their head. So we don't know how this is going to play out yet in Anambra State. We don't know how the Monday matter will look like. We don't know as it will be so far. But if this is your first time of joining us, ensure you click on the like button and click on the subscription button. Kindly subscribe, like, and share this post to make us continue to educate ourselves. So as I said to you earlier yesterday, the governor of Anambra State, Soludo, has reached an agreement with the marketers or the traders in Onitsha Main Market. And the governor made the claim in Oka, the state capital, as he announced an agreement with market leaders to ensure the market operates from Mondays to Saturday across the state. According to the statement issued on Saturday today by the Commissioner of Information Law MEFO. So the governor disclosed this during a meeting with leaders of the market across Anambra State. So today they don't agree, say they go open market Monday to Saturday. Okay, but pending, I don't know whether if this case can favor them, whether they will come decide, say they no go do again, they will go back to their some Mondays sit at home. So we can't tell yet. But please kindly like and share this post and also subscribe if this is your first time of joining us. Now, moving forward to other issues, Nigerian Air Force officer Noel Gode Zuzu is one of the military officers detained by the Defense Intelligence Agency, NIA, for allegedly planning a coup d'etat to overthrow President Bola Tinubu. But now we hear that he's an associate, a cousin, a relative of Timothy Silva, and that was why Timothy Silva's house was searched. That was why his house was raided. Only God knows why he wasn't around. Perhaps he also got information. That's why he fled his home at that time. That's not part of waiting people they talk. That was the permutations. In fact, there are more offenses there where they say these people even commit. Premium Times now the report say, according to an exclusive details Wedding gets, they say arms, ammunition, vehicles, and cash recovered from the military officers and civilians suspected of plotting the coup against President Bola Tinubu. Say they recover a lot of things, including vehicles, top-notch vehicles, and what they carry to use conduct the operation. I don't know why you need charter vehicles to use conduct a coup d'etat. So an interagency probe panel constituted by the government and led by the Chief of Defense Intelligence, Emmanuel Odiandeye, a lieutenant general, has concluded its investigation into the failed coup attempt. Its findings result an elaborate scheme and persons involved in reconnaissance findings and propaganda operations against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So they say they buy a lot of properties. Coup plotters purchased 32 vehicles for the covert operations. 32 charter vehicles, 9 they buy, all not even numbered yet. 9 them buy brand new vehicles, 9 them buy. That means somebody big up there was actually funding them. That now waiting people they talk. And the government, this one who them badly say, on a no go come out free. You can't just do things like this and get away with it anyhow. But then moving on to other issues very quickly. the former governor of Cross River State, Donald Duke, has dumped the People's Democratic Party and pitched tent with the African Democratic Congress, ADC. Duke, who has once defected to Social Democratic Party before returning to the PDP, received his ADC membership card on Friday following his registration as a member of the party in Ward 5, Calabar Municipal. Just for you to know that Cross River State is an APC state, and I don't know if but Duke garners a lot of support in Cross River State as one of the best governors. In fact, people they talk saying that the only better governor where they don't get in recent time for Cross River State. So him joining ADC may be a big win for the ADC party. And this is just a special announcement for Nigerians. So where we say one jackpot, if you're in Nigeria, you want to jackpot, or if you're in Nigeria and you are abroad and you have relatives you want to jackpot in a free way, the Canadian province Newfoundland seeks social construction workers from Nigeria and others in immigration drive. So they'll be having interview day. The interview date is slated for what date again? February 11, 2026. And I can share this on the comment section. I can share the link to the post on the comment section so that you all can go and send it to your relatives so that they can get the information from that and ensure that they apply in case they get lucky. If they can stay in Newfoundland, by the way, I hear it's a very, very cold place, and the place they very, very cold. All right, so let's move on to other issues. So if you're lucky to be admitted, you're in luck, and then you can quickly apply. And as people don't, they also apply for Inside the Matter. Let me quickly put this up on the comment section so that people can apply. Yeah, so the date and everything for the interview is there, so you can quickly apply. All right, so let's move on to other issues very quickly. Moving on to other issues, Tinubu's government has led 50 million Nigerians into poverty. Irregbu urges Nigerians to end APC in 2027. So a member of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and the Obedient Movement member 2, Dixon Irregbu, has urged Nigerians to vote out the All Progressives Congress APC in 2027 election. According to him, he said the government has led 50 million Nigerians into extreme poverty. This is not the kind of government I'm supposed to get. I beg, I'm gonna vote them come out for inside here. They no need to do for Nigeria again. And the same thing, and Loretta Onoche, President Buhari, former person, and I will say she don't talk. So former aide to the late President Muhammadu Buhari, Loretta Onoche, has stated that the Tinubu government or Tinubu-led administration is a sick government that has refused medication. Say they know well, but they no agree for medication. So because of that, I beg, made them pack their load, come out for inside Nigeria. Meanwhile, Nigerians say it's so difficult. You guys, somebody cannot do bad in your eyes. Person do bad and I don't bring receipt. So Nigerians don't go dig out President Bola Ahmed Tinubu video when he be the mock former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan over poor power supply, that you cannot even provide light for the people and all that. And they brought the video and they're playing it. And that's saying, should be you, they tell people of light. But under you now, how many times where electricity don't collapse? National grid don't collapse. At least for Jonathan administration, it was not as bad as it is now. But your own time now, electricity don't collapse anyhow. So social media users have stirred fresh controversy online after recalling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's past criticism of the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's administration over electricity failures amid repeated national grid collapse under the current government. They say, this was Tinubu mocking GEJ over electricity failure in 2012. 3 years later, national grid is collapsing twice a week under Tinubu's government. And if you talk, Agbado members will call you unpatriotic. Why are you not being patriotic? He called them clowns. He said, why are you not being patriotic? Why are you not being patriotic? He said, clowns, not them be. All right, so CVR, Niger Governor orders top public political offices holders to mobilize residents. Say, make everybody where they in government, or make them go mobilize people, make them go register for CVR so that they go vote for APC. And then Kaduna Labour Party chapter don't hail Namadi Usman Supreme Court victory. Urge members to return. Say all the members who don't leave Labour Party not gonna come back because Supreme Courts don't give them fair judgment. That's what he talk. And then Okpewolo orders LG chairman to erect 360 campaign billboards for Tinubu's re-election. Say every local government chairman, I want to see a 360. That is round, a billboard where they round. I want to see a 360 campaign billboard for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All the people, all of them must erect a 360 campaign billboard for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all the local government chairmen, so that you go, you know, saying be tossing at 2.5 million votes, now be say go give. You don't up them now to 3.7 to 3.5 or 3.6 million. I will play you evidence. I'll play you evidence later this night. So let's just be done with this. No plans to remove Sanusi as Mayor of Kano, Governor Yusuf. Now they talk this one. And then Gandoji don't talk, say, no southern candidate is better than than the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. No southern candidates reach Tinubu at all. And then IPOB lawyer Ejiofor disagrees with Emma Powerful on February 2 lockdown order, says he's compromised. Say, Emma Powerful, why are you talking like this? You're compromised. We're going to look at that later in the night. Waiting Emma Powerful talk and waiting Oga Ejiofor they talk, how it takes the two of them. Meanwhile, Kano, Kwankwasia structure won't be as formidable as it was in 2023. APC chiefs and I, they talk this and say, Kwankwaso don't fall. You know, go feed it like that we've been there for 2023. Firefighters withdraw from Mina petrol-laden tanker fire site, citing lack of adequate water and waiting make the Norfolk quencham. And U.S. African Foundation director charged with receiving contractor kickbacks agrees to plead guilty. Africa. Nigerians back Governor Bago on single tenure of governors. President. So Governor Bago they talk say we go good make governors and presidents get only one tenure. And Nigerians the back and say that now waiting we need. We don't tire for all these ones. We'll look at the list of governors who Ibise never fit come out, enter inside APC yet, and waiting Ibise they hold them and waiting be their faith, because it be like say some of them their faith really hang in the balance. Meanwhile, Air Peace don't dismiss the allegations of collusion with federal government on Lagos Sao Paulo flights. You know, I did tell you that Nigerians living in Brazil complained that after they get agreement finished and they don't hope say they're going to get direct flight from Lagos to Brazil or Brazil to Lagos, and that Air Peace failed them, that they scammed them. So Air Peace has responded, and I'll let you know that response later in the night. PDP insists Ibadan Convention still valid after court declines it. So they say they go appeal that case. And unpaid dues pushing UN to imminent collapse. Secretary General tells member states, say, and I know they pay dues. Not gonna pay the dues. Now won't make UN collapse. Just a few days after US don't leave. Well, my people, kindly click on the subscription button. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll see you later this night for us to call in and share our thoughts on all the things that's happening in Nigeria. And then with more stories of what's going on in Nigeria. I love you. I appreciate you. Goodbye. See you later. Thank you.